What's up everyone, it's your boy King A here, and today we're going to be talking about Alliance Quest Season 4. So, I know I said I was going to have the uh, Road to the Labyrinth guide out yesterday, but then we got this mail and I was kind of contemplating, do I make that video, or do I make this video, and I never really solved it, so my solution today is I'm just going to make both of them, and I'm recording that guide right after this one, so it'll come up, I don't know, in a couple hours after seeing this one. But anyway, yeah, let's just talk about AQ Season 4, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So, Season 3 is coming to a close, Season 4 is almost here, new enemies, new mini-bosses, and Dormammu is the boss. First of all, I hate that Dormammu was the boss. I'll get into that a little bit later. Let's just get through the information. So there's new layouts for map 1, 4, and 5. I don't really care about map 1 or 4. I kind of care about for map 5. I hope that I think they're gonna up the difficulty a little bit, which might put a little bit of strain on some alliances. Um, I don't really mind if they do because I'm pretty active, so that's never been a big deal for me. And I use Wolverine, and he kind of carries me through that whole quest, so if I ever mess up, he kind of just regens. Um, and there's also going to be new enemies for that. And so they changed the difficulty levels from 3 to 6, which I think is good because with more people playing, a lot more people playing the game now than when Alliance Quest, the brackets was first formed, kind of like Arena. They do kind of need to tune it a little better. So this part, the tip, I don't really care about. There's now 3 sections of mini bosses. So the sections are going to be a little bit shorter. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad. It might be. I feel like it might be a bad thing. Um, because there's going to be more hold up on the mini bosses. Um, yeah, because with the 2 mini bosses we have now. Sorry, my throat's kind of dry. um, with the mini bosses that we have now, you can kind of stop um, playing when people go to sleep, and then you kind of finish off section 2 and do section 3 before the end of the Alliance quest. But if there's 4 mini bosses, it might take. You might be waiting on people for longer and depend on them more. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that works out. I guess after we've been doing it for a couple weeks, I'll review season 4. But it's now it's easier to look at the map and the bracket rewards. I already thought that was pretty easy, and I'm glad about actually this last one. The map selection now defaults to the last map that at least one battle group cleared, which is smart because people will put the wrong maps by accident because they just kind of default, and usually we're running map 5 every day except when we run map 6. And we don't want to get map 6 2 times in a row and not be able to complete it, and then our prestige gets all messed up, and that's the big thing. So the changes are kind of, or the schedule is more important. Um, so there's no preseason, which I don't really know what that means. Maybe they just mean a gap. There's going to be no gap, so right after season 3 we get 3 days of downtime, and then it jumps right into season 4. I think that's what that means. And the starting of season 4 will be determined by total score. Um, and I don't know if that's a good idea, because if you're in a bracket, you do your higher score when you're in the bracket you just ranked up in, and then you kind of you let yourself rank down. And we're going to be doing map 5 next week every day. So our score is going to be lower than our maximum score is, unless our leaders decide to change that or whatever. But I'm not really sure. Ooh, someone hit me with the YouTube comment. Um, yeah, so I think that's what that means. Or that's going to be kind of annoying, and the alliances are going to be a little offset by that, but it should change itself, and it should fix itself in the next couple of weeks. And they're also going to be changing the starting dates. And then on Wednesday they'll have information about the brackets. I might have a video up for that tomorrow, but school starts back up for me tomorrow because I was on spring break for a while. So that'll come probably around like 5 tomorrow, 5, 6. I don't know. Um, and so next, I'm going to give my thoughts on Dormammu as a boss, and we're also going to jump over to the forums. And so I found a couple good posts. So this one right here, Noob I was talking about the degen. Ill is also talking about the degen, and then this guy kind of went into a lot of detail about ways to fix this. Um, and I also thought this would be, and this guy is talking about it, and they're all talking about how dexterity, and how Dormammu's ability is kind of broken if you have dexterity. And that, and there are also like all of the abilities that have kind of passive damage or specials that you can't fully avoid. Dang it, people are Snapchatting me. Um, all of the all of the specials and damages that people have to avoid, like I think all of that kind of ruins this game as a fighting game because it is a very skill-based game, which I do like about it, and it is kind of why I stopped playing Injustice because Injustice you just kind of infinite comboed and then blocked people's specials. Um, and so it was kind of easy, but then if you just didn't have the characters, uh, it was almost impossible. And this game is kind of like that, but you can do very hard content with 1 and 2 stars if you're extremely skilled, which is I do like about this game. But abilities like Dormammu, where he gets the degen, especially because of dexterity, you need dexterity. Like you're not, no mastery setup does not have dexterity on it. And to not take a lot of block damage, you kind of need dexterity to dodge a lot of the projectile um, specials, and a lot of the specials are like that. Um, and so having Dormammu kind of degen every time you reduce the evade, especially, I mean, it's not that bad if in like a duel because it's not actually that much damage, but those characters only have 2,000 attack. When you're doing day 5 of AQ after running map 6 one day, and the boss has 13,000, 14,000 attack, that degen is going to be doing a crazy amount of damage, and you can't really do anything. Um, so if you guys want to read through this, you can do that, kind of pause it. I'm not going to read through it. I already kind of read through it, but I very much agree with this. The dexterity thing kind of coincides with Mystic Dispersion and how I kind of hate Mystic Dispersion. And it also kind of ruins Alliance War because everyone just has Mystic Defenders, and Mystic Defenders are already incredibly strong and incredibly hard to fight. Juggernaut has his Unstoppable. Magic has her passive Limbo damage, which I also think is stupid, and they could fix that defensiveness very easily and just make the Limbo only able to trigger if Magic's attacking you. So it's still useful as an attacker, but it's kind of nerfed it as a defender, especially in not Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, when you have to deal with that magic that's super stacked. And her Limbo basically just kills you, which is I think is really stupid. Um, so yeah, Mystic and Mordo has his passive power gain, and it's kind of really hard to stop that. And his AI is very defensive, so it's kind of hard to bait his specials. So Mystic is already broken, and Dormammu has his degen in Alliance War, and that's beefed up, so that's based off modified attack. Um, and then with Mystic Dispersion, they just get power gain. So if you're playing perfectly, you're dodging all the things. Let's say you dodge back, they still aren't using their specials. You're in the corner, you dodge their entire combo, you dodge a heavy attack or something. They're just at their special 3. Gosh, shut up! I forgot to turn off my notifications. They're just at their special 3, they launched that on you, and there was nothing you could do. Because all you did was try and bait, and the AI decided not to, and you're basically screwed. So, it's kind of like, it's stupid. I really don't like that Dormammu is gonna be the boss, because they have to fix that. I think maybe a solution is change dexterity so it's not an active buff, or like it's something like Limbo. Um, this guy right here in his first point brought that up, or they could just get rid of the crit buff. I mean, I was thinking about it. I was kind of thinking that, well, there's no reason to have it. But I guess the reason they have it activated is so that you know that you dodged the attack, but they also could just say dexterity, and you know you dodged it because like you don't get hit by it. So they don't really need the crit buff to be active on dexterity. Like there isn't really a reason. So that's kind of dumb. And then you have, oh my god, Dormammu's special 2 is also almost impossible to evade. I don't think it is fully impossible to evade, um, but it is really hard. So you're just gonna be baiting the special one over and over and over, and you are gonna be swiping back a lot. Sorry about the line chat, guys. You're gonna be swiping back a lot, and it's gonna be really annoying. Um, so yeah, I am not a fan of AQ Season 4. I wanted to see matter in this. I think later on, maybe like in a month or so, I'll make a video talking about how um, passive damage that you can't avoid kind of ruins fighting games, or ruins a lot of the content in MCOC. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts. If you, I mean, I did want to reply to the thread, but I don't have an account. So if you do have an account, I would appreciate it if you went on there and said change Dormammu's signature ability or change dexterity or something. That is, during the 12.0 whole thing, there was they did talk about that, and they said that Mystic Dispersion is broken because of dexterity. Spite is also another thing that's really annoying. So in the Bautista challenge and other challenges where they have Spite, dexterity counts as a buff, so they basically just always have power gain, and you can't really do anything. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Sorry about all the notifications. I might cut some of them out. But I will remember, like, comment, subscribe. Comment if you have any thoughts on AQ Season 5, maybe why I'm wrong, maybe why you agree with me, I don't know. Um, and also if you're excited, I know they are changing the brackets. They're reducing the brackets from 6 to 3. I didn't go over the blog post on some of the updates they gave us, but I'll do that tomorrow when they have all the big data. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, guys, and I'll catch you guys later.